What's up, guys? Welcome back from the MLG studios here in New York City. You're watching a 2v2 mini invitational tournament we're having between a lot of pro players. And we're currently in the final of best of 5 between Grubby and ToD against Feast and Dragon. Pretty high-quality players, in my opinion.
Yes.
And they're doing pretty. They had to defeat some pretty formidable opponents to get to this point, which means they're going to get paid, which is nice.
Grubby and ToD are looking especially impressive.
Yeah.
I mean, taking out Destiny Minigun 3-0, and then in that last game, they really took that fairly convincing. I mean, it could have gone either way for a while, but their coordination was so good there. The recall back, attacking at the exact same time. You can really tell that they have experience working together from playing in 2v2 Warcraft 3. And, you know, yes, it's been several years, but when you work well with someone, that doesn't leave you, right? It's a new game, the strategies are new, but the idea of coordinating attacks as a team and coordinating a defense as a team is an inherent skill set that they still have, apparently.
I think you might have made the wrong map, Mr. Axslav.
Oh, you're right. I did.
I'm going to tell that we're remaking. I think, what did we say we were going to do? What map?
Greystone Ravine.
Greystone Ravine.
Greystone Ravine.
Yeah, for those of you who don't know what's going on right now, we're having a 2v2 tournament. It's kind of in between segments, kind of in between the winter season and I guess you can call it, we're going to winter spring, where we just finished with the winter exhibition. If you missed that, it's all available on a YouTube channel. So YouTube channel is youtube.com/official MLG SE2. Pretty much any content that you see on stream will be on YouTube. That's the Winter Championship. Every single match from the Winter Championship event is there. Every single match from the Winter Exhibition. And of course, every single match from the 2v2 tournament we've been having is going to be up there as well. Of course, we started on Monday with Minigun and Destiny versus, yes, it was Grubby and ToD. So that's up there on the YouTube channel, of course. Yesterday, we had Dragon and Feast defeat Grubby and Vibe. And of course, today is the final. Tomorrow, I think we have, we're either doing game battle stuff or we are doing some community stuff. We'll see. But next week is what a lot of people are excited for as we start our coverage for the WCS North America. Of course, WCS Europe has been going on over this week. It's been a lot of fun watching that. And of course, Korea is pretty much always going on with the Codes stuff over there.
Always, yeah. There's been a lot of great matches there.
Yeah.
Checking out some of them. Great thing about StarCraft is there's always good StarCraft content. And you know what? There's nothing live on there. That's where you can go to youtube.com. That's official MLG SE2. Catch up on all your stuff.
Of course, we're live right now.
That is right.
In the lobby, getting these players ready. Of course, it's pretty exciting. I love live stuff. It's definitely a lot of fun. Of course, I know the players enjoy it too. You know, it's not every good day you get to play some 2v2, especially for some money. So again, the winner gets $150. Loser gets $50 here in this 2v2 team tourney. Are we having any more? I'm not sure. We'll see what happens. If we have a little bit of breathing room as the coming months go along, because over the next few months we have a lot of coverage coming your way, especially from actually pretty much exclusive WCS North America stuff, and then of course we have some Anaheim stuff we have to do as well. So definitely your source for StarCraft 2 is twitch.tv/MLGSE2. I think we're going to the 8 p.m. Eastern time slot.
Yes,
that's
starting next week on Monday.
That's been announced. So for you people who you know, don't get off work until a little bit later, you'll be able to catch us live, which I know a lot of people are happy about. So that's going to be awesome.
Yes. Of course, Rules of Engagement will still be going on next week. Unsure if it's going to be. It's probably going to be before that. It might be right after. We'll have to wait and see. But all the players are in the lobby right now. They all say they're ready.
Nice.
So we're going to get this started.
Of course, it's loser picks.
That's right.
Loser picks the map pool. So this map has been chosen by Feast. I'm like, Dragon, what map do you want? He's like, dude, I don't know 2v2 maps, man. Ask my teammate Feast. So he has Feast, and Feast is like, you know, let's do Greystone Ravine. Of course, we're using the map pool from the 2v2 ladder, except for Overwatch. And then each team gets to veto one map, and then loser picks.
Yes.
Basically.
Yes, of course. And we took Overwatch because there's some spawning issues with the map. Or it's
Close
really,
positions is pretty silly.
I think it's designed for 4v4 by the looks of it. Not really an ideal map for 2v2.
Or 2v2v2v2.
Yes. And then you could have the two of the teams spawn close and they kill each other, and then it's basically a 2v2, but each team has more bases now.
If anyone remembers that, we actually took that map, we edited? That's such a hard word to say. I'm gonna try it again.
Not that hard.
Edited. Edited?
Edited.
Okay, I'm sorry. But anyway, we made some changes to the map to put some gold bases in the middle. and just add more resources. That was a lot of fun.
You have to do the gold bases in the middle for free-for-all style games. Because or else everyone just turtles and it's no fun.
We had that other map where it was like the 8 spawns all meeting at the middle and just a bunch of gold medals in the middle. That was a lot of fun. All right, here we are in game number 2 of this best of 5. Bottom right-hand location, we got Dragon and Feast. They are down 1-0. They got some work to do. In the top left, we have our players who are up 1-0. ToD and Grubby, showing they work very well together. Of course, they have that experience, and it is truly showing. Did you ever go up against them in 2v2 when you were in your Warcraft days?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely played them a number of times.
You and who?
STARCRAFT.
Yep.
STARCRAFT and I used to play too. So, and we were good. As far as we were more successful in 2v2 than in 1v1, of course. 2v2, you know, there's only a couple really, really good teams. Yeah, and Grubby and ToD were one of them.
So what was like the overall win-loss there?
They won more. They won the vast majority of times. I mean, we won a couple times versus them maybe, but definitely they were a stronger team overall. Of course, both of them were also, you know, ToD was always top 1, 2, or at worst, like the 3rd best human player in the world, and Grubby is same thing with Orc, right? Like, so it's, they were obviously both, you know, legends of Warcraft 3, extremely skilled players.
All right, and it seems like their skill is definitely carrying over to StarCraft 2.
Yes, yes. I mean, they're not quite as dominant in StarCraft 2, but there's also a much larger Korean presence. You know, it's a different game as well. So, and they're both very, very good. Grubby's already in WCS Europe, I believe. I think he was one of the invited players.
You are correct.
Yep.
He was.
So
he was indeed, and of course Feast.
Some more of his games.
Feast is going to be there as well. He qualified a couple days ago in the EU qualifier. Now we're not seeing any proxy build. Oh, wait. Okay, hold that thought. We got Grubby making a pylon over here on the right-hand side,
and that's a 3rd
this
pylon. That
smells like Stargate.
Yeah, yeah. I was gonna say that. It feels like Stargate. I can feel it in my bones. There we go. There's a Stargate.
Scouted.
And you know what's cool about this? Dragon is opening Reactor Factory, which, unless it's typically Hellions, right? And it's not gonna be that.
It could be Widow Mines.
Usually, yeah, it could be 4 Hellions and Widow Mines. And Widow Mines can be very good against target units, but if it gets too many Hellions first to try to get some vision and scout around, then of course Hellions can't shoot up. Yeah.
Yep. Now,
and his Marine count will be low. He's gonna have a couple Marines, but not very many.
You know what could happen? ToD could go for like Blink Stalkers or something. And then
that would be awesome. Then the airplay, you could always move around. You can hit whichever base you want to. You have high ground vision.
You blink up here in the main base of your opponent, and that could be pretty hard to hold. I think they did that against whoever they played last time, Minigun and Destiny.
Yeah, they did several different builds. I mean, one was the mass feeding mass air, but then yes, they did do a Blink Stalker airplay as well. So Feast trying to scout the Zealot, and that Zealot is going to see nothing of significant value.
Right.
But if you see nothing of significant value, maybe it's because the significant value things aren't in the base. That's always a possibility. 2 Hellions, though, are getting into ToD's base.
There's a Mothership Core there trying to get close enough to deal some damage onto those Hellions. The 4 gates are seen, or actually the 3 gates of Twilight Council are seen, so I think this is going to be Blink play from ToD. We'll have to see if he changes his strategy, considering he was scouted.
I don't think so. I think they might suspect ET, so I think it's still fine to go. There's an Oracle, meanwhile, in the main of Feast, and that Oracle is up to 9 kills.
Oh, boy.
Photon Overcharge is going to drive that away, or start 8 kills.
8 HP.
Barely gets away there. And now I assume Grubby actually is going to get a second Oracle.
Deja vu. They did this exact strategy against Destiny Minigun. Minigun was at this location. Destiny was down here. And it was this very same map.
It's a good strategy.
Yeah.
Dragon is trying to get a lot more barracks on the field, and he's getting Widow Mines. So the one thing is, Feast already has expansion. Dragon almost has an expansion as well. So they definitely have to get some damage done. 8 probe kills is good, but I don't think they're happy with that. I think they want to get a little bit more done as well. But it's going to be tough because his Widow Mine's out, the Marine count is growing. Oh, that one Oracle. Be so careful, Oracle.
Takes down 1 SCP. Gonna be sneaking away, taking a shot at the Marine. Saying, don't shoot me. Oh my gosh, that was cool. Did you see that?
Yes, he uses the load command on the command center. But the Oracle just goes on to the Protoss.
Yeah.
So it's still getting some kills done. Got another 3 kills there. Oh,
and
meanwhile, 2 more Oracles heading from the top of the Protoss. They're going to get some more kills. Feast is happy to be, his attention to be drawn multiple directions. No Photon Overcharge. The sentries go down quickly.
3 sentries dying just like that. The Oracle's going to back away. Keep in mind, this is all Grubby's doing right now. ToD is working on Blink. It's about... Oh, no, he's getting charged. So he did switch up his strategy a little bit.
Yeah, I think maybe they figured it would be too anticipated.
Yeah.
So, yeah, going for expansion and charge. Grubby's expanding as well. So just doing some harass. And, you know, at the end of the day, was that harass effective enough to compensate for the slower expansions? I don't really know, because Feast lost a lot of probes, right? But he still got 29. And he still has double Nexuses producing probes. And his ally Dragon has 27 SCVs and double command centers. So I think it's actually looking to be a very even game.
And
Everyone
the expansions aren't even done from Grubby and ToD.
Yes, they're close to being done.
Right.
If they were like just started now, I would say Grubby and ToD are behind. But as it is, I think it's an even game. Grubby and ToD maybe have a slight tech advantage. Because Feast, of course, doesn't really have too much in way of tech. Actually, just now adding that robotic.
He also
thing.
lost 3 sentries, which is 300 gas. Essentially down the drain.
Yeah, well, he got 1 Oracle for it, so.
Yeah.
Not, I mean, bad, but not. Oh! That's why you get Widow Mines.
And those, was that 2 or 3 Oracles that just died there?
I believe that was 2. Widow Mine got 1, and then the Stalkers took out the other, and that's a lot of damage. I mean, those are units that, they're expensive. Each Oracle, of course, is 150 minerals, 150 gas. Losing 2 of them like that, I think you got 1 probe. Not at all worth it. Of course, Grubby's going to abandon the Stargate route for now. His opponents have proven they have good defense now. He said, you know, I got enough probe kills. I'm going to go to the Colossi. ToD, you do what you've been doing, charge lots, storms, you know, and that's a really great way to combine. Have 1 Protoss go Colossi and 1 Protoss go Storm, because when you play Protoss, that's always the question, right? Which one do you go for?
Go both.
Yeah, go in 2v2, you can do it. 1v1, I mean, you can do it too, but not.
You have to have enough bases.
Yeah, not this early in the game. Not the 10-minute mark, or 11-minute mark. You're not gonna have both unless you're doing some build where you don't actually get any units. You just get tech buildings. Dragon going bio this game, so
he
not
sees
going
that
Dragon
obs, doesn't he? Yep.
Yeah, there you go. Killing obs is so important. We saw how effective Grubby and ToD's vision was at denying that immortal harass with the War Prism, and in this game with bio that will have stims to the medevacs, that vision is very important to deflect those drops as well.
So, by the way, should I do team colors or should I do the other way? I'm asking you, Nick. I'm putting you on the spot.
I think team colors.
I think I like it better.
Yeah, I like it better too.
Okay. So it's decided. Dragon come across the map here with Marines and Marauders, the medevac as well. Feast sticking behind. He's still teching up a little bit. Of course, his progress was delayed a bit based on all the harassment going in his direction mostly. Going into the Colossi production, we got thermal lances on the way. So we're going to see a big Colossi composition here from Feast, mostly bio from Dragon. Dragon incorporating some Vikings, so we'll have to see what further tech Dragon goes for. I wonder if he's going to try to go for, you know, ghosts anytime soon once he recognizes the High Templars from ToD.
He might. I'm not sure if he will, though, because if you think about it this way, the Templar aren't going to be able to storm the bio very well because Feast has Colossi, and Colossi are great counter to High Templar. They can kind of keep them. The storms have to go, you know, in the front portion of the army.
I mean, but when your opponent is double Protoss, it's like, is it always worth it to go EMP almost?
Oh, you're right. Oh, just the damage alone.
Yeah.
Could be big. There's 2 theories. Yeah, ghosts are great. The other option is just to make sure you kill their Colossi. Because if you can kill the Colossi with a lot of Vikings, then, you know, it's an army with Colossi versus an army without Colossi, and everyone knows how PvP how that goes.
Storm is done here. Feast gonna poke forward a little bit with the Stalkers, Sentry Zealot. Got 2 Colossi overhead. Nothing really to deal with the Colossi right now.
I don't know if they should push in here. Double photon overcharges.
Oh my god.
They're trying to do an elevator attack, but now they're going to be split off and segmented. This is a very ambitious attack.
ToD Grubby might go for it. Sensing weakness.
Yeah, Dragon's got his army split off in multiple directions. There's double photon overcharges.
There they go. There's force fields though. The Colossi trying to crush those. Time warps going down from both of these 2 players. Storm's going down onto the Bio and the Stalkers. I don't think this is a good fight at all for Dragon and Feast to take. More Storms going down. They're trying to back up, but Grubby and ToD are in hot pursuit. However, turning around, reinforcements have arrived.
Are they going to take? No, there's so many Zealots coming out. The time warps were great though. Kept the Zealots back, but now they're searching forward. But
more
you know,
Stalkers.
Grubby only has a single Colossus left, but ToD still has all those Archons, and there's no bio.
Yeah, the Terran is dead.
Without bio, it's very difficult to deal with those Archons effectively. They've got to get out of there, and I think you're right. That attack was just, there was... Oh, wait, no.
We need Terran reinforcements.
They're pushing back.
We need Terran reinforcements. Feast is sending a lot of Stalkers in here. He's still got 3 Colossi trying to end his opponent right now. Here comes more bio. We've got 4 Marauders and 3 Marines, 2 medevacs overhead. 2 Colossi going to be annoying. 1 Colossus going down there from Grubby, but this is just so back and forth. Some Archons added into the mix.
You know, the one thing Feast and Dragon have going for them, you know, they fought in a poor position there.
We have 2 Zealots, by the way, with 21 kills in Feast's natural expansion.
Wow, those Zealots. What a number. Both instructors, they are taken out now.
But go on.
Well, actually, might have some more action here.
Yeah,
the Colossi from Feast are controlling the battle so well with their range.
At least I definitely don't have
Oh,
Storm.
Time Warp, they can't kite nearly as well. And now the Archons are surging forward. One of the Colossuses goes down. Another Colossus is under fire, but Grubby being forced back.
Bio trying to target down those Archons. The Archons finally getting killed, but another Archon coming forward just like that. Such a back and forth battle here. Such intense micro going on. The 2 Colossi are going to eventually have to back away. The 2 Colossi from Grubby trying to prevent that from happening. But again, Feast and Dragon going to have to back out of here, trying to get their forces together to greet this inevitable counterattack, I think. But it's going to be so much more difficult because, again, so many probes have been lost for Feast, and they're going to have to GG. He was down to 23 Harvesters there. I feel like both teams are like, all right, let's stay on 2 base. Let's get to 45 Harvesters, 46. Yep. And then let's see what kind of armies we can come up with, see what kind of micro we can do. But once those 2 Zealots got the counterattack off, like, it was a very close back and forth battle there at the natural of Grubby and ToD. But once Feast realized, oh my god, half of my probes are gone, obviously your production is going to be pretty much at least half, of course, of whatever your opponents are doing. And once that happens, it's like, it went from a close battle to you not being able to reinforce as well, and then the other team just has to keep making units, and they're going to be fine. That's
right. I mean, that was a really interesting battle because on the one hand, Feast and Dragon fought in a terrible position where half the bio wasn't even fighting. Dragon was literally fine with half his army because the other half was
he elevated.
Yeah, and then it all died to 1 storm because there was no way for it to retreat. So he basically suicide half his army, and then, like you said, double photon overcharge. But what counterbalances the composition, the Terran Protoss composition seemed to be a lot better because even though they didn't have a great answer for the storm, the Vikings can reduce the Colossi count of Grubby. Also, you're stuck with a bunch of Protoss Gateway units versus the Colossi at Feast, and he can almost 1 versus 2 because he can kite backwards to this Colossi. And that's what we saw. He had 3 Colossi versus 1 of Grubby's for a while, and even though there's so many Zealots, he just kited backwards, used the ledges, and really did a good job there. Imagine if they didn't fight inside Photon Overcharge. If they were just contained.
If he didn't lift up those units into his opponent's or maybe if he took a different angle, like maybe pick up 1 medevac worth of Marines and then go for the worker line or something, rather than just split them right there where they're vulnerable to that storm.
Could have been.
I don't know, pretty interesting series we're having our hands though, guys. This is the finals of our 2v2 Mini Pro Invitational. Currently, Grubby and ToD are up 2-0 against Dragon and Feast. Stay tuned, Game 3 coming up.